welcome back to the program. You're watching Morning Thailand with Kun Tulip and me, Golf. Now, just to start you off, like Kun Tulip has promised. Kun promise has tulip. This doesn't make sense. It's too early for me. Now, we're talking about the white mask gathering. We have been reporting a few of these already. Actually, this is the fourth time that they have been organized and trying to, put their ideas out there.
Seems like they're trying to make it some kind of weekend routine for
almost
people that come out to show.
But this time is actually quite big because it's involved various places, including outside Thailand. Now, just to start you off, the Central Department Store, of course, the Central World, which seems to be a gathering place.
A popular place.
Exactly.
For
this is actually in front of BACC, the Bangkok Art and Culture Center. However, they were prior to this particular place, they were at the Central World shopping mall. Now, Central World has came out just a few days before the gathering saying that, you know what, we don't want to have any political gatherings, so on and so forth, around their areas. However, obviously, the message was just not well received, and they still gathered anyway. Now they say that Central will try to put out the barricade around the area, and luckily, even though there's a lot of officials around the area because they know about this beforehand, as you can understand, the social network on Facebook has been, quite giving out a lot of information about where and when they would gather. So at about 4:30, a lot of the white mask mobs were moving from this particular mall, Central World, all the way to the BACC to obviously get their views across. They say that there's incident in other places as well, including in Melbourne, Australia. There were some in the Hong Kong as well. So it seemed this one is from Australia there. The Thai people there trying to get their messages across. I guess, giving their opinions even though they're not here in Thailand. Now in Pattaya province, in Pattaya district of Chonburi province, there has also been over 500 of the red shirt mob. That this one is in Chiang Mai, by the way. The red shirt mob was actually almost clashed with the gathering of the white mask people, about 20 to 30 of them. And yes, luckily the police was there to make sure that everything is okay. Later on, after that died out, 200 more of the white mask came in, along with 1,000 more of the red shirt.
Okay.
But nothing happened.
Okay.
But just the scale. Now in Chiang Mai province, 20 of the people actually the white mask also gathered in the Chiang Mai University itself, and then they also about 200 in the Phetchabun province as well, and in Kamphaeng Phet over 300 were actually gathered. In Ubon Ratchathani, about 50 of the white masks were gathering, and the 200 of white mask people in Pathalung province as well. So as you can see, this become a big event where it's organized almost every part of the country and even outside Thailand. But very luckily, it sounds really shocking because once you clash with the other opposite party, is sometimes the officials themselves would not be able to,
it wouldn't be a pretty sight.
Keep the safety for everyone, especially when you're looking at thousands in number. So be very careful. We want to encourage, people to voice your opinions, but the thing is, try to keep it non-violence.
Yes.
That's all.
Yes.
It's fine to have, different
but
opinions.
This doesn't show you, though, the lots of provinces that you have mentioned, it always has been classified as the Pheu Thai area, Pheu Thai stronghold, or some people even call it red area. But you can totally see that it's not just one side You know, it's mixed in every area throughout the country and even abroad. So hopefully, like we said in the beginning, that this will show that we have been able to live with the differences
Right.
so far, and hopefully it will still peaceful.
Just keep peace.
If there are
Just,
more,
you know,
you know,
non-violence,
protests.
that's the
Non-violence.
best.
Hopefully, you know, you can yell at each other, but hopefully not really physically.
We do sometimes.
We do.
But we don't,
Yeah.
you know, we don't go physical.
Anyway.
All right, move on to another epic. Goodness me.
Oh yes. Well, you would think what more you can hear about the rice pledging
A
scheme
lot more.
beside the information that the government has been given now about the price which got reduced, the farmer that threatened that they will gather and protest soon in many provinces. I will tell you this first though. In Pichit, we heard last week that there were some kind of
Fraud.
cry out from the farmers
Right.
that they haven't get the money that they promised from the mill. Initially said 100 million baht, but all in all, it's come down to 50 million baht. It's a lot anyway. 50
Right.
million baht is a lot of money. So the official goes to the mill and try to inspect the scene, what happened. What happened is there was no rice in that mill.
Al
For-
Gold, I think they called it Al Gold Mill.
Okay,
Whatever.
4,000 tons of rice
Disappeared.
vanished.
Maybe they sold it already.
The thing is, so the officials said if there is no rice to be documented, they cannot issue the money or anything for these farmers. So what they suggest the farmers to do that they just have to gather all the documents they can and just submit to the authority so they can be able to do something about this particular mill. This mill is in Po Thale district in Pichit province in
Right.
Tha Bua sub-district. Yes, how can 4,000 tons of rice disappear? It's
I don't think they sold it.
amazing.
Right.
Maybe something with the document, but the farmers did say that they, you know, sell the rice to this mill. So it has to go somewhere.
So at this point, all the responsibility has to go to the farmers, that they have to find the documents themselves,
Yes.
pretty much.
And
Okay.
submit the petition or somehow to the authority.
Right.
Also, there was rumors, were and are. There are rumors around the social media and even through line messages and
Right.
Facebook that don't buy rice from this and that. It's getting rotten.
Yeah, that's getting worse, I
Yes.
think.
So finally, yesterday, the chairman of the Thai Mill Association has come out and tried to give assurance to everybody that the rice in government stock is not rotten. And there are rumors that it's unedible. It also has some kind of toxic chemical residue from some kind of process that they try to preserve the rice. So the chairman said that, you know, if you don't know how to preserve the rice, it's actually have to place this tablet on top of the rice bag, not directly touch the rice itself, and have some fabric cover it and whatever it is, but they insist that there is no chemical residue on the rice in government stock, and they bag all this rice every 2-3 times a month. So all in all, they said rice is still edible, it's still in good quality, it doesn't go bad yet. I don't see it personally, but you know, this is the information you get from the chairman of the Thai Mills Association,
Right.
and also what government trying to tell you that it's still in good condition. And we were talking about the 12,000 baht per ton that will start.
That has been reduced from 15,000.
They will start in either June 30th or July 1st.
July 1st.
That will rush a lot of farmers to try to harvest before the rice actually ready and dry enough
which is not going to be in good condition anyways, because they say that if it's not dry enough, you don't get that price either.
You will not get the full 15,000, but I guess for
Well,
the farmers,
12,000 at this point.
no, if they submit before July 1st,
so
they
would
will
get it.
still according to the 15,000 baht per ton. But if the humidity is high, they will not get the full 15,000. But I guess risking that it's probably will get better deal than starting off from the 12,000.
Right. So I think we're running out of time. We're gonna have to go for a short break. But before we go, I know they're gonna hate me for this. There has been organized that farmers that they say that they're gonna come out to the government house on the 25th to actually, kind of petitioned this particular change. Now, Kun Chain will give us a lot more information on this. So we're gonna take a short break. We'll come back with the analysis from Kun Chain.